Hi guys, good day. It's Karina here. Yes, I am here with another amazing tutorial. Look at the dress we'll be making. This beautiful ball dress, like it's a ball dress. I'm not even capping. Our last video we made this beautiful beaded, like fully beaded booty. We actually made two designs, so I decided to okay, let's make it. I promised in my towards the end of my last video that I'll be making a matching romper, and I came up with this. It's a romper dress, as you can see. We attached our knits, and we have a little details right here around the chest, little beads. I don't want it to be too busy because the booty is busy already, and even the nets is giving it all the attention already. So I don't want the chest area to be too busy. So just add a little PS here and there. And let's get into the materials we'll be needing. So for the materials, I'll be using this my favorite brand, Yeye, and in this tutorial I'll be using just one strand, like just one strand. As you can see, it's lightweighted, it's not thick, so I'll be using just one strand. And honestly, for the whole romper, I think I use just one pack and a little more, around just 1.5 ball will do. It's 40 grams and it's an acrylic yarn. It's pretty thin, like really thin, and not that thin though. So I'll be using one strand today. I will not be doubling my strand. And the hook size I will be using is size 3.0 mm hook, 3.0. I'll be needing stitch markers. I'll be needing a tapestry needle, scissors to cut, and what else? Of course, we'll be needing this net. For this dress, I used around 3.5, close to 4 yards. If you don't want it to be as full as this, it's fine. You just use lesser quantity. And I will, for the measurement of the net, I'll be telling you in the course of the video, because the length of our net depends on the length of our shorts inside. So I'll be, after we make our shorts, I'll be telling you how to take the measurements and how to go about cutting your net. And yes, I use this beautiful button. I have just 4 left and I used them already. So I have 2 here and I have 2 here. So you might be needing button or big bead. In case you don't have button, you can use bead. So I think those are the materials we'll be needing. So let's jump right into the tutorial. And yes, let me say a very big thank you to you all. We are almost at 1K, like over 900. Thank you to those reaching out to me, to those commenting, liking my videos. I want to say a very big thank you. Thank you for giving me a reason to set up my camera to put out content. Thank you for the support and the love. Please, if you are not yet a subscriber, don't forget to subscribe. And if you find this video useful, kindly give it a thumbs up. So let's jump right into the tutorial. So now to start our romper, we are going to be starting with the shorts first. So with my 3.0 mm hook, so I'll grab my yarn. Like I said, I'll be using a single strand. I'll go ahead and make a slip knot. I'll be doing for size 0 to 6 months, because the booty we made in the previous video, we made for 0 to 6 months right here. So I'll be making a romper for size 0 to 6 months as well. So I'll be chaining. Remember, we are using single strand for our foundation chain. Remember that the hip measurements, we are going to be considering the hip measurement. For the hip measurements, 0 to 6 months, I think is around 17-18 inches. But let's keep it in mind that we'll be adding 1 or 2 inches to it because of the diaper. So that our romper can fit in even after wearing diaper. That is very important. We need to consider that. So like I said, the measurement for 0 to 6 months is around 17-18 inches. So I'll add 2 more. So I'll be having around 19-20-ish measurement. That's what I'll be using. And in the description box, I'll be dropping the size, the hip measurement for 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and 9 to 12. Or I shall have it displayed on the screen so that you can add 1 or 1.5 inches more, or probably 2, to be on the safer side, to hit to the actual hip measurement so that it can accommodate the diaper as well. I hope I'm clear enough. So I'll go ahead and make a foundation chain that is about around 19-20 inches long. I don't know what my foundation chain will be, so I'll go ahead and make let's say 90 chains. When I'm done, I'm going to measure it. If I need to add more, I will let you know. So I have my 90 chains. So let's take the measurement together from here. Without it being stretched, I have about 17 inches right there. So if I stretch it, I have 19, and it even stretches up to 20 right there. So I have 90 chains. So for size newborn, I will suggest that you consider around size around 15-16 inches for the hip measurement, and for size 0 to 3 months, I will suggest that you consider around 16-17 ish inches for your hip measurement. But then if the baby is a big baby, you might want to consider around 18 inches. So I'm doing for 0 to 6 months, and I'm considering 19-20 inches around that measurement. And if you are doing for 9 to 12 months, I would suggest you consider around 22 inches. This depends on the size of the baby you are making it for. If the baby is a big baby, you might need to consider you might need to add a few more inches to it, 1 or 2 inches to it rather. So after doing this, I'm going to add my turning chain, which is chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. So I have 93. So I'll go into the 4th chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, right there, and make my first double crochet right there. Into the next chain, I'll make my double crochet. So this is what we are going to be doing around. We make double crochet into all our chains until we get right here to the very last chain. So when I'm here, I will come back and show you what next to do. So I have my double crochets done. So I will go right into the very first double crochet I made, not the chain 3, the double crochet. I'll go ahead and make a slip stitch to join this together. So we're going to be using this to cover here, to join this piece. So we're going to be working front post and back posts double crochet. So I'm going to chain up 2, now yarn over. So this is our first stitch, this double crochet right here. I'll go by the side, come out here and do my double crochet. That's front post double crochet. Now back post double crochet, I'll go from the back, I'll come out, then go into the next space, grab my yarn, pull out the loop, and work my double crochet. Front post again, I'll go by the same space where I worked in last. I'll go right inside, come out in the second space, pull out a loop, and work a double crochet. So I'll go right into the same space from the back, push my stitch backwards, and pull out the loop. So this will be the repetition. We'll be working front post and back post double crochet. I'm going to be doing this all around. When I come back here, I'll come and show you what next to do. So I've worked my front post and back post. To close this end, this is our first double crochet. I'll go right in, I'll grab this tail and grab this right in, and without pulling out, I'll just go ahead and make a chain. And that, I should be using my needle to do that properly. Okay, I think I just need to redo that. So make sure it's tight, close. I don't have much space inside, like that, and I'll go ahead and chain my 1. So yeah, I think that's better. So I'll just use this to finish up there. So back to our work. I'm doing my last back posts. I'll go right into the first front post, which is my first stitch. Go ahead and make a slip stitch. So we finish the second round. So and then we are going to be repeating this for the next 3 rows or 3 rounds. I'll chain up 2. This front post, we are going to do front post for front posts, and we'll do back posts for back posts. Okay, right there again, front posts. I'm going to be working front post. So I'll go ahead to do this all the way around. When I come here, I'm going to slip stitch into the very first front post. I'll chain up 2 again, do it again. So this is we worked 1 front post and back post before. We are working the second, so we are going to do 2 more. That will be 4 rounds of front post and back posts, and in total we'll be having 5 rounds. You know, we have a double crochet row, that's the first round. Then we have front post and back post, that's the second. This is the third, so we are going to do 2 more. So we have 5 rounds in total. So at the end of the 5th round, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So I have my 4 rounds of front post and back post. Let's count together. Okay, that's 5 rounds in total. This is the first double crochet we made. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the thickness measures around 3 centimeters. That's about less than 1.5. So if you want your waistband to be thicker than this, you can add a couple of more rounds, maybe 1 or 2 rounds to make it wider if you want it wider. And if you notice our measurement has shrinked, yes, because this is the waistband. We want something fitted around the waist, and I don't think I'll be adding drawstring to the romper. So measuring it here is giving around 7.5 inches, but when it stretches it goes to 10. You can see. So when you double it out, that's 20. So we are still on track. So in case this place is coming off, I actually did 2 chains, so it was able to secure my first chain. So I did 1 chain, then I did 1 on it, making 2. So I was able to secure this very well, and this is what I have. So moving on to the next thing, I'll chain up 2. This does not count as a stitch. So this is my first stitch. I'll go right in and make a half double crochet into the next, which is this, a half double crochet, okay, into the stitch. So this will be the repetition all the way around of making 1 half double crochet into each and every of my stitches. This is the next, make a half double crochet. Yes, the next I'll make a half. So go ahead and make a half double crochet all the way around. When I come back here, I'll slip stitch into the first one, which is this, not the chain 2, the very first half double crochet. So when I'm done with all this, I'll come back and show you what to do next. So after working my slip stitch into the very first half double crochet, I'll chain up 2, 1, 2, and I'll turn. So in every of our round, we'll keep turning back and forth so that we can have our seam line on a straight line like this, not slanted. So I'm going to be working. This is our first stitch, not here. This is the slip stitch we made. This is our very first stitch. This. So I'll go right here and make my first half double. So I'll go into every of my stitches. So this is the repetition. So when I work my half double crochet all the way around, when I come here to the last stitch is right here. This is the last stitch. So you'll be working your last half double crochet here. This is the last stitch. This. So I'll slip stitch into the first half double crochet. I'll turn and I'll go back and forth. So I'm going to be doing around 15 rows. So when I'm done, if I need to do more rounds, I'll come and tell you, and if this will be fine, then we'll be moving to the next thing. So I have my 15 rounds done. You can see our seam line. You can see we have it on a straight line. If we were to be working in the same direction that we are not turning, we will have our seam line slanted like this. So because we were turning, that's why we have it on a straight line. So after working my 15 rounds, I cut off my yarn. So I counted 36 stitches. So this is how I did that. This is where I cut off my yarn. This is my slip stitch. This is my first stitch. So I counted 18 stitches and I marked the 18th stitch. So I counted from this is my last stitch. I counted 18 stitches backwards. So 18 plus 18 gave me 36. So we are going to be working the back panel now. So I'm going to grab my yarn and I'll make a slip knot. And remember, this was our last round. We worked in this direction, so I'm going to turn and I'm going to put in my hook right here. I'll chain 1, then work half double crochet into that same stitch. So that's my first stitch. So I'll go ahead and work 36 half double crochets in total. So I'll work till I get here. Remember, we have a slip stitch here. Don't work into your slip stitch. You're going to skip it. So I have my 36 half double crochet. Right now we are working on our back panel, so we want to start shaping the leg hole. So I'm going to chain up 1 and I'll turn. So right now we start reduction. We are going to be reducing at the beginning and at the end of each row. So into the very first stitch, I'll make 1 half double crochet, and I'll go ahead and make half double crochet 2 together. I'll yarn over. I'll go right into the stitch, bring out a loop, go into the next stitch, bring out a loop, put through hole. So I turned 2 stitches into 1 like that. So I'll go ahead and work 1 half double crochet until I have 3 stitches left. 1 2 3. So I'm going to join these two together and work my last half double crochet. So I'll come back and show you how to join these two together. So I have 3 stitches left. I have 1 2 and 3. So I'm going to be turning these two into 1 stitch. So I'll go right in here, bring out a loop, go into the next stitch, bring out a loop. I have 4 loops, so I yarn over, pull through 4. Then I'll work my last half double crochet into the last stitch. So I'll chain 1 and turn. So this will be the repetition. The repetition will be reducing at the beginning and at the end. So I'm going to work 1 half double crochet into the very first stitch, which is this. Then I'll reduce the next two. These two I'll turn them into 1. So I'll go right in. I'll go into the next stitch, pull out the loop and pull through 4. Then work 1 half double crochet all the way and do the same thing here. When I have 3 stitches left, I'll turn 2 into 1. Then I'll work my last half double crochet. So I'll keep going back and forth and keep reducing until I have 14 stitches remaining. Remember, we started with 36, we have 34. So we keep reducing like that until we have 14 stitches left, and that should be around 12 rows. So when I have 14 stitches left, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So I have my 14 stitches left. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 and 14. So this is what I have. This is our back panel. So I'm going to grab my hook and I'll work just 1 row of regular half double crochet, no reduction. And so I'll go right into the very first stitch, which is this of my half double. I'll go into the next. So I'll go ahead and work half double crochet all the way, no reduction. So I worked my half double crochet. So I'm going to leave a long tail for sewing, because when you work the front panel, you're going to be having 14 stitches left as well, and we are going to be sewing the 2 parts together. So I'll leave a long tail, not too long, but something long enough for sewing. So the back panel is ready. So this is what we have. So I marked my front panel. This is what I did. This was where we worked our last half double crochet for the back panel. So I counted 12 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. That's for our leg opening, 1 leg. So I marked the next stitch, which is the 13th stitch. So I'm leaving 12 stitches for the leg opening. So inside the next stitch, I counted 30 stitches across. I marked the 30th stitch. So from this stitch marker to this second stitch marker, I have 30 stitches. Right from this very first stitch to this very stitch, I have 30 stitches, and the remaining stitches here is 12. So I have 12 stitches here, 12 stitches here, that's 24. I have 30 stitches here, that's 54. I have 36 stitches at the back, that's 90 stitches in total. So if your foundation chain is quite different from mine, you just have to divide your stitches. Just make sure that your back panel is a few more stitches, is few stitches more than the front panel. We have 30 stitches at the front, so we have 36 stitches, so just 6 stitches different. So you just have to calculate how you are going to be dividing the front and the back panel. Make sure the back panel is more than the front panel because of the bum. So because of the bolt, we need it to be bigger than the front. So we are going to be repeating the same thing we did for the back. So this is our last row. We worked in this direction, so I'll be turning. So I'll go right into the mark stitch right here, right inside, chain 1, and work my first half double crochet 1. So I'll go right in. So I'll eye this tail along. So I'll go right inside all my stitches. I work 1 half double crochet until I get to the stitch marker. So when I get here, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So I worked my 30 half double crochet. So to avoid repetition, it's just the same thing we did for the back panel. So I chained 1, I turned my very first half double crochet. I'll work my half double crochet, and I'm going to reduce these 2 next stitches, these next 2 stitches into 1. So I'll go right inside, pull out the loop, go into the next, pull out the loop, and put through 4. So I'll go ahead, work my half double crochet, and I have 3 stitches left. 1 2 3. I'll reduce these 2 and work my last half double crochet. So I'll go back and forth until I have 14 stitches remaining. Just the same stitch count we have for the back, that's the same thing we have for the front, so that when we are sewing the 2 together, we're going to be sewing we are going to be having a perfect stitch, like the same stitch for each panel. So we are just going to be seeing each stitch for each stitch. So go ahead until you have 14 stitches left. When I have 14 stitches left, I'll come back, show you how we are going to join together. Then we work our leg opening, the edging for our leg opening, and our short will be ready. So I have my 14 stitches remaining, just like we did for the back panel. We did 1 row of no decrease, but for the front we'll be doing 2 rows of no decrease. So I will go ahead and do my 2 rows of no decrease. So when I'm done, I'll come back and show you how we are going to join the 2 panels together. So I work my 2 rows of no decrease. So this is what I have. You can see that the back panel is quite bigger than the front panel. So this is what I'm going to do. This is my working yarn. So I'm going to grab this from inside, so that, because this is our right side, you can see this is the right side. So I'm going to grab this inside out like this. I think this is the one we got. Yeah. So I'm going to thread my needle with this tail we left at the back panel. So I'm just going to align the 2 panels together and we start sewing together. Nothing special. So this is the first stitch. I'll go into this, the one at the back, and pull. So I'll go into the next right there. This is the next stitch. So this is how we are going to join. We are going to be joining our front and back panels together. So just like that. So I will go ahead and finish this off, and okay, I've joined up this. So I'll come back and show you how we are going to work the edging for our leg opening. So go ahead and finish joining the 2 panels together. So I went ahead and did the first leg, and this is what it looks like. So remember our working yarn, we did not cut it off. We have our working yarn attached. So you just go ahead, chain 1 and turn. Then you work 1/2 double crochet into all your stitches, starting from into every row. Each row, this is the first row, you work 1/2 double crochet. This is the next row, you work 1/2 double crochet there. This is the next row, you work 1/2 double crochet there. So we'll go ahead and do this all around. So I'll go ahead, work 1/2 double crochet into each row. So when you come to this corner, you work 1/2 double crochet here, 1/2 double crochet here. Then you work 1/2 double crochet into this space. This is the stitch where we did our last 1/2 double crochet for this round. So you work 1/2 double crochet here, you work 1 here. If you jump here, you are going to have a space, a gap here, and we don't want that. So you are going to work in here. And when you come to this other gap, this other side, this other corner as well, when you work your 1/2 double crochet, 1/2 double crochet inside this place, you work a 1/2 double crochet there. Then you continue here like that. So in total, you should be having around 40, 39, maybe 39 or 40 stitches all round. So I'll go ahead and work my 1/2 double crochet round. When I come to the end, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So I have 39 1/2 double crochet in total, the same stitch count I have for the other leg. So in case you have 40 or more than that because of the foundation chain, it's fine. So right now, for the next 3 rounds, we'll be working front post and back post 1/2 double crochet. So I'll chain 1. This is my very first stitch. So I'll go right from the back, then push it forward, just like we did for the band. But we'll be working 1/2 double crochet here instead of double crochet. So I'll grab this, then work my 1/2 double crochet. So I'll go and wrap my yarn around from the back, work my 1/2 double. So I'll go ahead, when I come to the end, work my 1/2 double crochet front post and back posts all the way around. When I come to the end, I'll slip stitch, chain 1 again, go all the way. I'll do this for 3 rounds in total, 3 rounds of front post and back post. So when I'm done, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So I have my shorts ready. So when you work your 3 rounds of 1/2 double crochet front post and back post, you're going to chain 1 and cut off. Then you join to the other end at the base and work 1/2 double crochet into all the stitches round. Then you repeat your front post and back post 1/2 double crochet 3 rounds, and you have your 2 legs done. So our short is ready. If you want, you can decide to put a drawstring, and this is ready. So to start the upper part of our romper, I threaded about 40 beads, my working yarn. So we'll be working with our beads now. And I marked 45 stitches. Remember, we had 90, so I marked 45 for the front, at the front. So this is the front panel, which is a smaller one. So at the front I marked 45. So to start our pattern for the front part of our romper, I'll go ahead, this very one that I marked, I will remove my stitch marker right in there. I'll go ahead, I'll chain 2, 1, 2. This stands for these are 4 stitch. So I'll go into the next stitch, which is here. I'll make a double crochet right here. Okay, double crochet. So I'm going to skip 2 stitches, which is this 2. I worked here and here, so this 2 I will skip them. 1, 2. In this third I'll work 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over, I'll skip 2 stitches, 1, 2. The next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. In the third I'll work 1 double crochet. I'll skip 2 stitches, 1, 2. In the third I'll work 5 double crochet. So 3, 4, and 5. So that will be the repetition. Yarn over, I'll skip the next 2, and in the third I'll work 1 double crochet. Into the next 2, I'm going to skip the next 2 stitches. In the next one, in the third one, I'll work 5 double crochet. So I'll go ahead and repeat this all the way. When I have 4 stitches left, I'll come back and show you how to finish off. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 fans. So and I have 4 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to skip the next 2, and in this third one I'll make a double, and in the last stitch I'll make a double as well, a double crochet. So this is what we have, and in the next row I'm going to chain up 2, 1, 2. That's our first stitch. I'll turn, into the next, this double crochet we are going to be working back post. When we are at the back like this back facing us, we'll be working back post, but when we are at the front, we'll be working front post. So right here we are at the back, so this very double crochet I'll work a back post double crochet right there. So I'll chain up 2, 1, 2. Right now we need my bead, so I want to work a single crochet. I'm going to be skipping 2 stitches, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and in the third one I'll push in my bead and I'll work my single crochet. So I work my bead, which is at the back. This is what we have. I work my single crochet. So I'll chain 2, 1, 2, and this double crochet I'll work a back post double crochet. Remember, when we are at the back, we always work a back post double crochet. So I'll chain 2, and the next I'll work a single crochet, but I'll not be putting bead. This is how I want to do it. I don't want too many beads. I just want a little beads here and there. So I'll put a bead here, no bead, a bead, no bead, a bead, just like that. So 1, 2. In the third I'll just work my regular single crochet. I'll chain 2. I'll work a back post double crochet. I'll chain 2. Now we are going to be using our bead. 1, 2. In the third I'll go right there with my bead and work single crochet, just like that. I'll chain 2, 1, 2. I'll work a back post. I'll chain 2, 1, 2. I'll work a single crochet with no bead. I'll skip 2, 1, 2, and in the third work a single crochet with no bead. I'll chain 2, 1, 2. I'll skip the next 2 double crochet, 1, 2. In this double crochet that is standing alone, I'll work a back post. So go ahead and finish off the row. So my last single crochet, I worked my single crochet with bead. So I did it. I'll go right in, pull out a loop. Before I complete my single crochet, I'll push in my bead and complete my single crochet. So we have these 2 double crochets left. So I'll chain 2, 1, 2, and this very double crochet work a back post double crochet. And in this chain 2, just this space, we don't need to go inside the stitch. I'll just work a regular in this space, a regular double crochet. So we just finished the second round. So I'll chain up 2, 1, 2. I'll turn my work. This is what we have. So this next round, I told you earlier that when we are at the back we work back post, when we are at the front we work front post. So we are now at the front. So this back post, we now have a front post. You remember we did it from the back, but facing us now is a front post, so we work a front post double crochet. So into this our single crochet, we are going to be working 5 double crochets in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll yarn over. This stitch we have a front post double crochet. I'll yarn over. Into this single crochet we'll work 5 double crochet. So this will be the repetition for this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'll yarn over. This double crochet standing alone, we have a front post double crochet. So go ahead, repeat this 5 double crochet here, front post double crochet, 5 double crochet, front post double crochet. Go ahead and repeat this. When I come to the end, I'll show you how to finish up and start the next round. So I'm almost at the end of the round, of the row or round, one. So I'll go right here into this last double crochet, second to the last double crochet rather. I'll work a front post double crochet, and this very last chain 2 is a stitch inside that space, so just work our double crochet. So we have 2 rounds of our shell stitch. So this is what we have, just 4 pairs. So we'll be repeating the round with single crochet, but this round I'm not going to add any pairs at all. Like I said, I don't want too much pairs. I just want it here and there because the booty is quite busy already, as you can see, so I don't want too much pairs here, so I just want few. So if you want more pairs, please go ahead, you can add your beads in each and every row of your single crochet if you want more beads, but as for me, like I said, I want few beads. So I'll go ahead, I'll chain up 2, 1, 2, and turn, and I'll work in this double crochet. Remember we are now at the back, we'll be working back posts, double crochet. So from the back, work back posts double crochet, and into the next I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. I'll skip 2 double crochets, 1, 2. In the third, I'll work a single crochet. Remember, if you want your bead, you can go ahead and add your bead. 1, 2, I'll chain 2, I'll skip the next 2 double crochets, 1, 2. Into this double crochet that is standing alone, I'll work a back post double crochet. I'll chain up 2, 1, 2. I'll skip 2 stitches, 1, 2. In the third, I'll work a single crochet. So this is the repetition. We go ahead and repeat this all the way around. When I come to the end, I'll come and show you how to finish off and how to start the next round. So I just chained 2. I'll go ahead, this second to the last double crochet, the back post, I'll work my back post, and into this chain space I'll work my last double crochet. I'll chain up 2, 1, 2. Remember, we always chain 2. I'll turn. This is what we have. So it's just going to be a repetition thing. We are going to be repeating the one with the fan. So I'm going to take you through this row, and the next row that will be repeating this one that we just finished, I'll be adding bead. So this is what I'll be doing for the one I'll be adding bead. We have a bead here, no bead, bead, no bead. So I'll be skipping here, I'll put bead here. I'll skip here, I'll put bead here. Skip. So that's how I want to do it. So after chaining 2, I'll yarn over, I'll work a front post double crochet. Now that it's facing us, it's front post. So I'll go ahead into the single crochet, I'll work 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'll go ahead, I'll yarn over, I'll work a front post double crochet, and into the next 5 double crochets. So I'm going to repeat this all the way around. When I come to the end, I'll work front post double crochet and work my last double crochet. So when I want to start this row with spell, I'll come and show you how to do that. So moving to the next round, remember this is repetition. I just want to take you through the last one I want to show you, then you go ahead and work your romper. So I'll chain up 2, 1, 2. You always chain 2. I'll turn, and I'll work a back post double crochet. Now that we are at the back, work a back post. So I'll chain up 2, 1, 2. this here has a pair, so I will not be putting a pair in my single crochet. I'll skip 2 stitches, 1 2 in the third, work a regular single crochet. I'll chain up to 1 2 right here. I'll work a back post double crochet. I skip 2 stitches, 1 2, so I work a back post. So I'll chain 2 1 2. So we'll be adding our pearl now. 1 2 in the third. I'll go right in. 1 2 3. I'll go inside. Like I want to do my single crochet, I'll push this and I'll work my single crochet. 1 2 chain 2. I'll skip to this 2 double crochet. This back post, I'm going to work a back post. I'll chain 2 1 2 1 2 in the third. I'll work a regular single crochet. I'll chain 2. I'll skip 1 2 in this double crochet. I'll work a back post. I hope you understand the pattern. It's quite simple. Chain 2 1 2, and the next single crochet we have a pearl bead. 1 2. I'll skip 2 in the third. I'll work my single crochet with pearl. So I'll go ahead and repeat this all the way, and after that we'll work our fan. Then we're just going to do this until you remember to put your pearl where you need to put your pearl bead. So I'll repeat this until I have 8. Let's do 8 rows of this. If we need to add more, I will let you know. So I'll go ahead and do, I have 1 2 3, so until I have 8. When I have 8, if I need to do more, I will let you know, and if it's fine, I will also let you know. So go ahead and do yours. When I'm done with my 8 rows, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So I worked my 8 shell stitch. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That will be 16 rows in total. Remember, each complete row consists of 2 rows, the one with the single crochet and the one with the 5 double crochets. So this is how the formation of my bead came out. I really love this. The bead is not so much, and let me bring the booty. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So right now we want to make the strap. This is what we'll be doing. We're working like 3 more extra rows, but then without beads. 3 more extra rows, and then we are going to work a little ruffle details by this side. So I'll take you through how to make this one side, and you go ahead and make the other side. Then what we have left to do is make our strap and attach our neck. So to work our strap, I'll go ahead, I'll chain 2 like we've been doing. 1 and 2. I'll turn and I'll work my back post double, and I'm going to chain 2 1 2 1 2 in the third, just like we've been doing. I'll work a single crochet. I'll chain 2. I'll work my back post double crochet. I'll chain 2. I'll work a single crochet, and I'll chain 2. I'll work my very last stitch, which is the back post double crochet. So this is our strap. So we are going to build on this. I'll chain up 2. So this chain 2 is for this stitch. So I'll go into this place. I'm going to be doing a little different thing here. I'll work 2 double crochets, chain 2, then 2 double crochets right there. I'll go ahead, my front post, I'll go ahead and work it. I'll go ahead and work 2 double crochet, chain 2, do 2 double crochets. So chain 2 and 2 doubles. This is the button I want to use, so this is going to fit in. So I'll go ahead and work my front post double crochet. I'll work my last double crochet here. I'll chain up 2. I'll turn. I'll work my back post double crochet. And I'll chain up 2, and into this chain 2 space I'll work a single crochet there. I'll chain 2, and I'll work my back post double crochet again. I'll chain 2, I'll work single crochet into this space. I'll chain 2 and work my last double crochet here. I'll chain up 2. So we made the first shell. So we go ahead, we'll do the second. you repeat. So we are going to do this 3 times. We have one already, so we do 2 more times. So I'll go ahead. This chain 2 is for this stitch, so I'll go into this single crochet. I'll make 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. So we go ahead, complete this, then turn, work your single crochet row, the chain row and single crochet row, then turn again, work your shell stitch. So when I have 3 completed, we have 1, we are working the second, so I'll add 1 more. So when I'm done, I'll come back and show you how we are going to work our ruffles. So I have my strap made, so I have 1, 2, 3, which is the strap. So we want to make our ruffles, so I'll go ahead, I'll chain up 1 into this piece. I'll work 2 single crochet in here. Into the next, I'll work 2 single crochet as well, 1 and 2, and into this next, I'll work 2 half double. So I'll go ahead, into the next spaces, I'll work 4 double crochets inside each. So when I have 3, remember we did 2 single, then 2 half double. So when I have 3 left, when I have 3 spaces left, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to be repeating this again. So I'll have 2 half double, 2 single, 2 single. So I'll go ahead and work 4 double crochets inside each of the spaces. So right here, I work 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll do that into the next 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll go ahead and do this until I have 1, 2, 3, until I reach this stitch marker. I marked 3 spaces to the before I get to the waistband. 1, 2, 3. So I'll go ahead and work my 4 double crochets. So I'm right here where my stitch marker is, so I'm going to remove this, and into we're going to be repeating what we did here. 2 half double, 2 single, 2 single. So 2 half double, 2 single into the next space, 2 single crochets, then 2 single crochets into the last 1, 2. So I'll go ahead and slip stitch inside this piece. So I'll chain 1 and turn. So I'll go ahead and work, repeat this sequence, 2 single, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 2 half double. That's 1, 2, and into our next 2 single. Okay, should be I should do 4 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have my 2 half double crochets, 1, 2. So in the next, this ruffles that we did here, we'll be working treble crochet. We'll be working 2 treble crochet into each of our double crochet stitch. So right here, I'll yarn over 2 times. I'll go into my stitch, and I'll work my treble crochet. Yarn over 2 times into the same stitch. I'll work a treble crochet. Into the next stitch, I'll repeat the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over 2 times. I'll go into the stitch, put through the first 2, put through the next 2, put through the last 2. Yarn over 2 times into the next, work a treble. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over 2 times into that same stitch. I worked my second treble crochet. So I'll go ahead and repeat this all the way, and when I have 6 stitches left, I'll repeat what I did here, which is 2 half double and 4 single crochets. So I finished off with 2 half double and 4 single crochets. So I'll go ahead and I'll chain up 1 and cut. And we have our first side done. So this is our ruffles. So this is what we have right here. So this is what we have. Look at that So pretty. So we'll be working the second strap, and so we are going to be starting with the single crochet row. So I will turn. So we are working on two shells, so 1 2, so we are starting here. So I'll put my hook here, and I'll be working a standing double crochet, and I'll be working my front post around it. You know, right now I'll be working a back post rather. So I have my loop in my hook, and I'll yarn over. You can see that I'll yarn over. I'll hold it with my thumb. I have 2 loops. So I'll go right here. This is the first shell, the second, so the double crochet right next after the second shell. I'll go from the back. I'll work my back post double crochet. So I have 3 loops. I'll put through the first 2, put through the last 2. So that's standing double crochet. So I'll chain 2, 1 2, and I'll skip to 1 2. I'll work a single crochet in the next stitch. I'll chain 2, I'll skip this next 2 stitches, then into this back post I'll work a back post. I'll chain 2, I'll skip this next 2 into the third. I'll work a single. I'll chain 2, I'll skip the next 2, and this back post I'll work a back post, and into this space I'll work my last single crochet. So go ahead and repeat what we did for this strap. Go ahead and repeat it here. So when you are done, you work your ruffles. I'll come back and show you how to do our strap at the back, and we are going to attach our knit, and our romper is ready. So I quickly want to show you how to do this strap, where you have to chain 2, and we need to chain another 2. So that means you go ahead and chain 4. So chain 2 is for our normal chain 2 that we do at the beginning of every row. So I will chain 2 more, so that's 4. I'll go in here and make a single crochet, chain 2, I'll work my back posts, chain 2, and work my single crochet here. I'll chain 2, work my back posts, and work my double crochet. So I'll go ahead, I'll chain 2, work my front post, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, front post, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and I'll work into the second chain 1 2. I'll work a double crochet. So I have my first, I'll work my second fan, and I have one last round to go. So I feel I should walk you through the second strap because of the beginners. For the professional crocheters, you might, of course, you will find your way around, but as for the beginners, I think it's necessary I take you through the step. So after working my second fan, so I chained 4 again, single crochet, chain 2, back posts, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, back posts. Then I worked my last double crochet. So to work my last fan, I'll chain 2, and I will turn. So this is the first, this is the second. I want to work the third. I'll work a front post. So I'll go ahead and work 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 doubles, 1 and 2. Then I'll work a front post, and I'll work 2 double, chain 2, 2 double into the single crochets. So 1 and 2. So my last double crochet, I'll work it into the second chain. This is my first, this is the second chain. So I'll go right inside, and I'll work my last double crochet, chain 1 and cut. So what we have left to do is our ruffles. So I'll be starting from the base. Remember, we started down from here, so I'll start there from here. I'll work all the way up, then work back. So make a slip knot. This very last, this chain 2 that we did with the waistband, on the waistband rather. So I'll go right inside that stitch, the one on the waistband, and I'll make a chain. Then into the next space, which is this, I'll make 2 single crochets, just like we did. 2 into the next, I'll make 2 singles, 1, 2 into the next, I'll make 2 half doubles, 1, 2. Then I'll work 4 double crochets into each of the next spaces. When I have 6 left, I'll do 2 half double. 2. When I have 3 left, I'll do 2 half double, 2 single, 2 single, and I'll turn and work my last round. So I'll go ahead and work mine. So go ahead and work yours. So this is what I have after working my second strap, and I'll go ahead and I'll work single crochet all the way around the waistband, starting from this very first space. 1 single crochet all the way. So I'll go ahead and work this all the way, and when I get here, I'll work my last single crochet here, and I'll slip stitch inside the space, and I'll go ahead and hide all my hands, and we'll come and add our strap. So after weaving in my hands, I worked my first strap. I attached my buttons, and this is what I have. So we'll be working the second strap together. So this is what the strap looks like at the back. So I marked 10 stitches. This is how I counted it. You can see this is our seam line. This is where we were chaining to and turning. So I'll be counting excuse me, I'll be counting 5. I counted 5 to this side. This is our chain, our line of chains. So I counted 1, 2, 3, 4 inside the 5th. That was where I started. So I'll do the same thing here. This is our chain. So this is my first stitch here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I entered into the 5th stitch. I put my stitch marker, then I counted 10 stitches starting from this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that was how I marked my strap. So that was the same thing I did for this strap. So I'll go ahead, I'll work into this first marked stitch. I'll go right in, I'll chain up 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll yarn over, I'll skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the 3rd I'll work 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So that's the first double, this is the 2nd double. I'll chain up 2, now I'll work 2 more double crochet into that same stitch, so 1 and 2. I'll yarn over, I'm going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the 3rd I'll repeat the same thing that I did here. That's 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. So I'll yarn over, I'll skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the 3rd, which is my marked, my very last stitch. So I'll skip 1, 2 to the last, I'll work a double crochet. So this will be the repetition. You can see that's what I did all the way. So I'll chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, I'll turn, and right inside the chain 2 I'll work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets into that same space. Then I'll jump right into the next chain 2 space. I'll work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. So into this space I'll just go right here and work a double crochet. So basically that's the repetition. I'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3, I'll turn into the chain 2 space, I'll work 2 double crochets, chain 2, then 2 more double crochets, and here I'll chain 2, I'll work 2 double crochets as well, chain 2, then 2 more double crochets. Then after that into this space I'll work a double crochet. So this is it. So this will be the repetition. For this strap I worked 30 rows in total, because remember we will be crisscrossing this at the back, so we have to make it a little bit longer, and it's adjustable at the front. So I entered this into the second shell. It can be entered here to shorten it. So I'll go ahead and repeat this pattern until I have 30, and I'll go ahead, I'll add my buttons, and the last thing to do is to attach our net. So When I'm done with the strap, I'll weave in my hands and I'll come back and show you how to attach our net. So go ahead and okay, I'll come back and tell you how to cut your net. So after working my straps, so this is what it looks like from the back. So this is what we have. So we'll be attaching our net, which is the very last thing. So I said I'm going to tell you how to measure your net. So we'll be attaching our net around here, the first front post and back post that we did right here. So I'm going to measure from there to the base of my shorts. It's giving me 7 inches. So I'm going to double this measurement 7 times, so that will be 14. So the length of my net will be 14 inches. So this is one sample. So you might not be able to see very well because it's very, very light. So mine is measuring around 15 and a half inches. So after attaching, I'm going to be trimming off excess. The thing is, I don't want my net to be too long. I want it to be around the nail length. I want the nail length or a little below the nail. So if you want your net to be very, very long, please go ahead and do that. And the wideness of my net is, I think, about 9 inches or so. 9 inches. As you can see, this is it. This is my net. 9 inches wide and 15 inches long. So to attach, I'm going to grab this like this. I'm going to divide this into 2, like this, with my hand in the middle, just like this. Make sure the this is equal and it's same length, and I have my hand here, my finger here. So I'll grab my 3.0 mm hook. Now I'll go right. We'll be attaching this into the front post alone. So I'll start from here. I'll go right inside. I'll grab my net like that, and I'll pull through. If you want your net to be fuller than this, you want it bigger, but remember we are doing 45. We'll be attaching 45 of this. My foundation chain is 90, so it will be very full. But in case you are using a bigger yarn and you ended up with a lesser foundation chain, you might want to add to your net to have a very full bodice. So with this small space I have here, with my hand inside, I'll go ahead, grab this tail and make a knot, just like that. So I'll go into the next, which is this. I'll grab my net. I'm going to stretch it out like this, and then make sure it's equal length. I'm going to fold into 2 and make sure it's equal length, and like that. I'll go right inside. I'll grab the air and pull inside, pull out, put my hand inside. I'll check again to make sure that the length is equal, and I'll go right inside and pull, make a knot. So this is how we'll be attaching our net, everything. So I will go off camera to attach all my net. So I'll just come back and show you what my romper looks like. And after attaching, I'll go ahead and trim so that I can have equal length. So go ahead and attach your net. So I have 3 attached already. You can see it's coming up. So I'll go ahead and attach everything. When I'm done, I'll come back and show you what my finished project looks like. So this is my dress after attaching the net. It's very, very full. So I can only show you the upper part. The down part is quite full, and I will show you at the end of the video. I will show you what it looks like while holding it. So this marks the end of this tutorial. I hope you find this tutorial useful. I believe so. So if you find it useful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet a subscriber, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you are interested in the booty, don't forget to check it out. And our next tutorial right here. So our next tutorial will be a matching headband. So that will complete this set. This is so beautiful. Like, I really love the dress for the fact that we don't have a lot of things going on here because the dress is loud already. like the nets give it that attention, and with just little pairs here, I think it is perfect. So don't forget to subscribe, as I said, and yeah, I'm going to see you in the next tutorial. Bye.